All the warning for new FFDians and planning to join FFD. अपना wardrobe देख लो लास्ट बार, क्योंकि ये FFD वाले उसमें इतना छेद करेंगे कि आप कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे कि भाई इसमें से पहने क्या और खरीदे क्या आगे.
How are your kids and your family responding to sudden? यार उर्मिल 104 से 74 ये क्या हो रहा है?
My son is a college going kid. I was interacting with his friends up until I said something and his friend realized that actually I'm his dad. Up until that point in time he was thinking I'm his elder brother only. I probably in last 4 months I have chosen trekking as my athletic identity. In last 4 months I would have seen so many number of sunrises from a hilltop that I have not seen in my entire lifestyle of 48 years.
क्या बात है?
What are the goals ahead?
So AI is the future for the world. AI is the future for us also. FFDians. Apna AI is athletic identity. That's the only difference.
In this energizing interview, we bring you the Dabang Urmil Shah from Pune, who has lost weight from 104 to 74 kgs, cleared GDT, and has become so creatively energetic that he will infect you. शुरुआत करते हैं वर्ल्ड फेमस दबंग उर्मिल शाह जी के दबंग के डायलॉग से. तो उर्मिल जी, आपका वो डायलॉग बहुत फेमस हो चुका है एफएफडी में और सारे ऑडियंस को सुन के बड़ा लाभ मिलने वाला है. तो प्लीज आप आपका वो फेमस डायलॉग बताइए.
इरशाद.
इरशाद.
हम आपकी अलमारी में, आपके वार्डरोब में इतने छेद करेंगे कि कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे भैया कि पहने क्या और खरीदे क्या. ये अपना पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस से बता रहा हूँ, क्योंकि इतना वजन जब मेरा कम हो गया तो अलमारी में जो है वो फिट नहीं आ रहा है, और जो खरीदने जाऊँ मालूम है 2 दिन में वापस से वो भी ढीले हो जाएंगे. तो भैया खरीदे क्या पहने क्या, बड़ी दुविधा कर दी थी आपने सर.
तो ये एक तरह से वार्निंग है आपका, किसी भी व्यक्ति को जो हैवी ड्यूटी वेट है अगर एफएफडी ज्वाइन करता है तो ये डायलॉग हमेशा याद रखें आप.
फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड प्रॉब्लम है, हिडन कॉस्ट ऑफ द प्रोग्राम. नए कपड़े हर 2 हफ्ते,
डबल एक्सेल से स्मॉल और अभी जिम के बाद मीडियम. तो डबल एक्सेल से एक्सेल वाले कपड़े लिए, फिर लार्ज वाले कपड़े लिए, सब अभी वेस्ट हो गए पड़े एक कॉर्नर में.
चलो गुड. पुराने ही रखने थे एक टाइम पे आप कॉलेज के कपड़े.
अभी और है और कुछ फेवरेट मेरे कपड़े कॉलेज के थे जो बैग से निकले और अभी फिट आ रहे हैं. बड़ा मजा आ रहा है.
नहीं, गुड. नहीं, देखो क्या लोगों को नंबर से अच्छा लगता है और लॉट ऑफ पीपल लाइक टू नो कि 104 था, अभी 70s में आ गया है,
74 और 76 के बीच में ऑसिलेट हो रहा है.
व्हाट वाज द सीक्रेट
क्या? एफएफडी प्रोटोकॉल, नथिंग एल्स. कुछ भी और नहीं किया, क्योंकि मेरा इतना बिजी रहता है डेली स्केड्यूल और कुछ करने का टाइम नहीं मिलता है. तो आई प्रीफर गोइंग टू द एक्सपर्ट, and if it's a proven thing, just go with it. And luckily FFD worked fantastic for me.
No, but what was the life journey to go to 104? What was that secret?
Oh my. Complete undisciplined lifestyle. Completely undisciplined lifestyle. I was in US for a very long time, so वहाँ के बर्गर चीज़ ने भी कुछ अपना कमाल दिखाया, वहाँ की शुद्ध हवा ने भी अपना कमाल दिखाया.
थोड़ा डॉलर भी 83 ज़्यादा है तो थोड़ा तो कमाल, कैलोरी भी खाएगा.
फिर बीवी के खाने ने थोड़ा कमाल दिखाया. तो बस वो होते 104 तक पहुंच गए थे एक बार, वर्स्ट केस सिनारियो. फिर लेकिन जब डायबिटीज आया तो सुधर गए बाबा.
तो कितने साल पहले आया? When did you
डायबिटीज ऐसे में प्री डायबिटिक आई हैव बीन फॉर क्वाइट सम टाइम, बट आई नेवर रियली bothered to do anything about it. But last year when I did my annuals, my HbA1c hit 8.3. That formally made me a diabetic. Now I am the first family member to be a diabetic. So I went to the doctor. Doctor said, you have to take this medicine, you have to have restrictions, and you have to take this medicine for the lifetime. I said, this is not me. I have never ever seen my parents living on a medicine. So if you tell me that I have to live my life on restrictions, relying on a medicine, it's not me. I don't resonate with that idea, and I need to really see what I need to do about it. Luckily, my neighbor had done FFD. She recommended FFD to me. I attended your first session, Malhar Pramod sir, the discovery session. Being a science student, everything you were saying, you went to the cell biology and all. So it was really fascinating. You explained how cells will stop absorbing the insulin that the blood is creating, and the glucose remains in the blood, flows around, and that's what causes diabetes and everything. And the thing that clicked me the most was that you can reverse the diabetes. It is possible, and without taking medicines. And those were like music to my ears. So as soon as the discovery session ended, I made up my mind that I am starting off with this. At that time, my goal was only to, at least control my sugar and, if lucky, reverse my diabetes. But 5 months into the program, I already cleared my GTT. So I think the best thing that worked for me, I took an instant decision. As soon as I got detected with diabetes, I joined this program, and I did basically everything that FFD suggested, and I'm out of sugars are completely in control. My last HbA1c number was 5.4. So I'm not even a pre-diabetic now. So
क्या बात है.
so that has been wonderful for me.
30 kg वजन उड़ा और उसके साथ आप ग्लूकोज टॉलरेंस टेस्ट मतलब 15 चम्मच शक्कर भी खा के उसको हजम कर पाए.
Yes.
और ये सब कितने महीने में हुआ है?
मैंने अप्रैल में ज्वाइन किया.
हाँ जी.
April 16 is when my batch started, 93, and by September I already cleared GTT. So within 5 months I was sugar free, sugar पूरे कंट्रोल में.
और जीटीटी के पहले क्या क्या खाया था? वो लैडर क्या थी आपकी? वो लोगों को सुनने में ज़रा जैसे आपके लिए म्यूजिक टू द ईयर्स था, लिसनिंग द साइंस ऑफ द बायोलॉजी एंड दैट रिवर्सल इज पॉसिबल. आई एम श्योर ग्लाइसेमिक लैडर ट्रेनिंग जो आपने लिया उसमें जो जो खाया रहेगा दैट विल बी म्यूजिक टू मेनी ऑडियंसेस कि क्या क्या खाया उस जर्नी में.
ज्वाइन करने से पहले तो जो भी दिख रहा है खा रहा हूँ. लकीली नॉनवेज नहीं खाता था मैं. वी ऑल आर वेजिटेरियन. लेकिन जो भी चीज़ें सोच सकती है सब कुछ खा रहा था. एवरीथिंग अनहेल्दी. एज आई सेड, आई वाज इन यूएस फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम. तो बर्गर, चीज़, फ्राइज, पिज्ज़ा, जो सोचे सब कुछ खाना है. आई वॉज अ बिग फूडी. आई स्टिल एम फूडी अभी. लेकिन मल्हार सर का डायलॉग, पोर्शन इज पॉइजन. सो सोच समझ के खाता हूँ कितना खाना है. लेकिन आई लव ईटिंग फूड, एंड वो अभी भी कंटिन्यू कर रहा है. एंड विद दैट आई एम मेंटेनिंग माई वेट. So lot of education that I've got from FFD is helping me now, continuing my life.
लेकिन जीटीटी देने के 1 महीना पहले 2 महीने पहले आपने कुछ और ट्राई किया रहेगा खाने का?
मेरे बैच से आई थिंक सो FFD का प्रोटोकॉल थोड़ा चेंज हुआ था, एंड आई वाज टेकिंग ग्लूकोज ओनली. लेकिन मेरे प्रीवियस बैच वालों से मैंने सुना है कि भाई जलेबी खाओ, पेड़े खाओ. बड़े मजे किए वो लोग ने, मेरे को नहीं करने मिले.
इंटरेस्टिंग. फिर जीटीटी के बाद कुछ खाया है?
हाँ, जैसे ही जीटीटी मालूम पड़ा, क्लियर हो गया.
उसके बाद कौन सी चीज खाई है जो वैसे प्रोहिबिटेड रहती है?
अगेन जलेबी मेरी फेवरेट है, तो जलेबी काफ़ी खाई खाने के. जैसे क्लियर हुआ वो मालूम पड़ा, पेड़े खाए.
I should call it जलेबी टॉलरेंस टेस्ट.
I know.
नाम बदलना चाहिए. जेटीटी कर देते.
जीटीटी.
बट एक टाइम कितना खा के देखा जलेबी? 1 2 3
आई थिंक पाव किलो तो खा गया होगा एक साथ.
एक साथ?
ओ
माय
12
गॉड.
15 18 तक खा गया था शायद मैं. वो दिन शायद आया रहेगा रीडिंग ज़्यादा, लेकिन याद नहीं है. लेकिन so that was just a celebration. But
So one day at one time you have taken like 12-15 jalebis
after clearing GTT.
Oh my god. And that day did you dare to check your sugars?
आया रहेगा शायद, नंबर याद नहीं है मेरे को.
But it was a little bit on the higher side.
हाँ, लेकिन 200 से कम था. फिर भी
200 से कम.
200 से कम था.
But you're basically an optimistic person.
Very much.
You don't get down.
No. जितना हैवी वेट था तभी भी ऑप्टिमिस्टिक ऑलवेज रहा हूँ. एंथुजियाज्म हमेशा मेंटेन हुआ है.
ऑप्टिमिज्म ही हेवी वेट कराता है.
हाँ, कुछ नहीं होगा. Nothing will happen. That's also true. And that leads to 18 jalebis also.
हाँ. तो इनफैक्ट सबको वार्निंग है ना, यूजुअली कहा जाता है कि ऑप्टिमिस्टिक रहो. बट ऑप्टिमिज्म, यस, ऑप्टिमिज्म इट्स अ डबल एजेड स्वॉर्ड. क्योंकि मतलब मेरे पिताजी को, मम्मी को नहीं था, तो शायद मुझे भी नहीं होगा. वो बर्गर, फ्राइज, पिज्ज़ा जब खा रहे थे तभी टेंशन नहीं था.
करेक्ट.
जब 8.3 आया आंकड़ा, तब आया टेंशन. ऊँट आया पहाड़ के नीचे.
क्योंकि फैमिली हिस्ट्री नहीं था, तो आई नेवर एक्सपेक्टेड.
You made history. It's okay.
And that's the reason.
It's okay. Somebody makes history, so that's okay.
That's the reason I started with this, and I didn't want to set a wrong example for my kids.
I know. So how are your kids and your family responding to sudden and maybe your kids, parents, and the school. I don't know what is happening in your community. कुछ तो हुआ रहेगा देख के अरे उर्मिल 104 से 74 ये क्या हो रहा है?
बहुत funny किस्से हैं. Too many stories to tell. But two things that I can think of on top of my head right now is my son is a college-going kid, so I had accompanied him to his university. He studies in MIT, so I had gone and I was interacting with his friends up until I said something and his friend realized that actually I'm his dad. Up until that point in time, he was thinking I'm his elder brother only. So that was a great high for me. In our community also, when we go for rounds, one day I was telling my wife that your friend is so rude. She greeted you good morning, but she said nothing to me. And कुछ रहेगा this and that करके आगे बढ़ गए हम लोग. In the evening, that friend is calling my wife and saying, do you have guest at your house or what? Who are you walking with in the morning?
Oh my
said,
God.
He was Urmil only. So yeah. They are not recognizing me anymore. So again, great feeling. Never ever thought that I would reduce so much. It was even possible to do so. But again.
So at the beginning, what was your goal like?
When I joined, my only goal was that, okay, I want my sugars to be in control because the more I read about diabetes, what all things it can cause, I said, okay, ये कहाँ से आ गया ये बीमारी यार, it's unnecessary है. So when I joined, I was only hoping कि भाई sugar control में रहे and if I am lucky, diabetes reverse हो जाए. ये जो weight loss हुआ है, everything is just a bonus for me.
एक तीर में दो निशाने लग गए हैं.
Correct.
But what is now, what was part of it earlier which was causing what has completely shifted? Like you're just not going back there. What part of that lifestyle has changed in a way permanently?
So eating, I'm very mindful now. So temptations काफी control हो गए. It's not that I have to eat for the sake of eating it. I am very mindful what I'm eating. Even if I cheat sometime, I know how much I have to cheat. Because the great thing that FFD has done for me is I know myself now physically, emotionally, as well as medically. So if sometimes life does throw a googly at me, I know how to tackle it. What lifestyle tweaks I have to make, or what eating habits I have to control or adjust to, so that it doesn't go that bad. So that definitely FFD has brought into me.
So you said physically, emotionally, and medically
also.
So थोड़ा
Sure.
elaborate अर्थात emotionally तो ठीक है समझ में आता है positivity इतना appreciation मिला.
No, that is there, and plus the inner transformation that we do in phase 2 onwards. Basically, journaling, it really helps you, identify who you are as a person. You write stuff down, and I do think these things also. It has been in the back of my mind. You do your GSS sandwich, you do your vision board. The clarity that starts coming in your life, it is at a different level.
Wow.
So that is the emotional part. Physically, of course, the energy level has gone up so much. I probably, in last 4 months, I have chosen trekking as my athletic identity. So in last 4 months, I would have seen so many number of sunrises from a hilltop that I have not seen in my entire lifestyle of 48 years.
क्या बात है.
So again, that's amazing. That energy level has gone up tremendously. And again, I see myself taking lots and lots of initiatives, not even knowing that these are the things that I'm interested in or I wanted to do. I'll give you an example. Lately in my office, I did a fitness kind of an event in which I invited 80 of my team members, ranging from 20 years to 55 years. And with them, I did 6 different fitness events, endurance-related events, kind of a tournament. So 2 minute jumping jack कर लिया, 2 minute planks कर लिए, 2 minute नौकासन कर लिया, 2 minute ताड़ासन कर लिया, squats कर लिए 2 minute. So it was kind of find out who is the fittest member in this team, and I was doing all those exercises with them because they would come in the batches, and I would basically show them. So I would do every exercise with them, and when the entire event was over, my seniors were so impressed that I was able to do each and every exercise with them for all 6 of them, and I was probably the fittest person at 48 years in that room.
क्या बात है.
So that
Physical,
again,
emotional, medical क्या बोल रहे थे आप?
medical, we go through the consultations with the doctor. So we start with the 13 test to begin with. The doctor walks us through, okay, this is what reading means, and this is what this particular test denotes about you. आपका क्रिएटिनिन ज़्यादा है तो उसका मतलब क्या होता है, आपका B12 कम है या विटामिन डी कम है, वो सारी चीज़ आपको बहुत डिटेल में वो लोग बताते हैं. एंड यू गो थ्रू दिस कंसल्टेशन 3 to 4 times in a year throughout the course of the program. So you know what are the numbers that you have to look at, and if those numbers are going up and down, what it means in terms of what is happening in your body. So again, that understanding is there. प्रोटीन कुछ ज़्यादा खा लिया तो किडनी के प्रॉब्लम्स हो सकते हैं. मीन्स अभी वो लेवल की अंडरस्टैंडिंग आने लगी है.
You're seeing a lot of the lead indicators now. You're starting to visualize. You don't panic. You're not just a recipient. कि अभी ये हो गया, अभी क्या करना है.
Correct.
The sense of control is.
Correct.
Logic
is there, and again, when I'm eating something, I know what it is going to do my body. So that has been phenomenal.
What are the goals ahead?
Goals
घोड़ा
ahead.
तो बनना है. और क्या करना है?
So AI is the future for the world. AI is the future for us also. FFDNs. Apna AI is athletic identity. That's the only difference. So I've chosen AI of trekking. And
and you were seeing on the groups, you mobilized the PCMC group. You know, you have become the
Yeah,
drum master over there.
That's the other part of initiative. Again, I never knew that I would be doing something like this or I want to do something like this. It just happened because after losing this much weight and getting my sugars in control, my confidence level, my energy level, everything has gone so high that nothing seems unreachable for me now. And that's an amazing feeling to have at the age of 48. Everything that I thought that I want to do, it used to be just khayali pulaus in our head. Like I'll give you an example. I saw the movie Uchai, in which they go to the Everest base camp, okay, starring Amitabh Bachchan and all. तभी ख्याली पुलाव आ गया था कि एक दिन मेरे को भी करना है, बट ना तो बॉडी में कुछ उतनी ताकत है, ना उतना विल पावर स्ट्रांग है कि आई विल बी एबल टू डू इट. नाउ आई विल बी डूइंग इट. आई नो फॉर अ फैक्ट दैट आई एम डूइंग EBC in this year. So that's the level of change that has happened in my thinking, in how I'm executing things, and the confidence that I will be able to take it till the end. Nice. So
what do you find is the hardest part? See, for us, we do so many sessions. So many people would be sitting in your shoes where you were just 5 months back. What is the main blocker? It took you also 10-15 years to finally take help. What do you tell those people ki, stop delaying? Like what took 48 years? What is that thing? What do you feel in your life was that one thing? I agree, the reports are a fear factor, but what finally pulled you here ki, chalo karna hai?
So Malhar sir, I have a personal philosophy, which is like, if you really want to do something, your why has to be very clear. And that why is a very personal thing. For me, my why was that, okay, I have become a diabetic person now. I will have to live my life with restrictions, relying on the medicines. That was a big no in my book. Yeah, it's not me. I just don't resonate with that. Other why was that, okay, I'm the first person in my family to be diabetic. I don't want to set a wrong example for my kids. So when those why were clear for me, I have seen that the what part and the how part, it automatically appears. Like you always say, Malhar sir, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. That's exactly what happened for me. When I was very clear that I don't want this disease anywhere near me, FFD just showed up. उसके पहले मैंने FFD का नाम भी नहीं सुना था कभी. And when I was mentally ready कि मेरे को ये disease को घर के बाहर निकालना है कैसे भी करके, I don't want to set wrong example, FFD happened, and then FFD took care of कैसे करना है, how to do it, what to do, and so that was it, I guess.
No, but I must appreciate you on even on the athlete groups. You've in a way found a new outlet for your, we don't have better words today. Influencer is a word, but you are influencing so many people. You're motivating them, and you see yourself doing this now.
I guess
it's a great feeling. No?
Yeah, and I'm not doing that, because I want to do it. It's just happening. It's just happening because there is so much energy bubbling in me. I just do what I'm doing, and if that is inspiring other people, I mean, there is nothing better than that.
So a spontaneous question: if your energy was level 10 when you joined FFD in April, right now where is it?
20, easily.
So doubled.
Double.
Okay, interesting. मुझे तो लग रहा है वो 100 हो गई है. Based on the way we see you doing things, it's not double. It's like maybe 8-10 times.
Again, all credit goes to FFD only.
8-10 times you shot up, which is amazing. So your creative energy has also unleashed.
Absolutely.
Were you so creative before also?
I might have been, but वो energy levels नहीं थे मेरे में.
suppress
I would want to do lot of things. As I said, ख्याली पुलाव्स काफी थे मेरे पास. अभी I am able to, one by one execute, knock them off, and I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I know I have a confidence that whatever I'll pick, I'll take it to the end.
So were you procrastinating earlier? You were postponing, delaying. हाँ करूँगा, देखूँगा.
हाँ बहुत
ख्याली पुलाव, that you what you're saying.
Right. Again, that is from the bucket list part कि मेरे को ये करना है, वो करना है, कब करूँगा पता नहीं. मेरे को golf खेलना था, अभी golf खेलना चालू हो गया है मेरा.
क्या बात है?
Because where I live, there's a golf course over there, so it's readily accessible to me. It's only my will कि okay भाई, I have all the stuff also available with me. It's only me dragging myself to the golf course and start playing it. So that is happening now. So everything जो भी ख्याली पुलाव थे अभी कुक होने चालू हो गया अभी और अभी एंजॉय करके डिवार भी कर रहा हूँ.
अभी जो पुलाव खा रहे हैं उससे शुगर नहीं बढ़ता है. ख्याली वाला है ना. So it's good. It's difficult. Where do you stop asking questions?
No, I'm just curious about. He's again into a lot of dialogues and formulas, and
Yeah.
The good thing is you're an engineer, right?
Yeah.
So the scientific bent of mind is there, the logic is there, appreciation for biology is there, appreciation for emotions is there, energy is unleashed, all of that is there. So it'll be nice to know if you have summarized, okay, in your own mind as to what has made the difference to you. Like I was seeing something that you had written down somewhere, like some SME or something. What, like if you have to tell the audience, कि क्या है in summary जिससे फर्क पड़ा?
So if I have to summarize my experience of FFD, means what I think really works, and that is why we see so many success stories coming out one by one, and without fail that too. So first I will say the why part, as I mentioned. You have to personalize why you want to do this.
Correct.
It has to be important to you, because Gyan is available everywhere. Unless you internalize it, you probably are not going to go all the way. So strengthen your why you want to do this. And then the FFD is there. And I think the 3 pillars of FFD, which is working each and every time, again, for me, along with the why, my wife was also very important. So Nari Shakti, Durga Shakti was there. So she understood the FFD diet protocol as good as I did, probably. And she was the one who basically kept me on regime.
Okay.
So that Durga Shakti is available in your pillars also. And I saw acronym the 3 pillars of FFD as S, H and E, she. So S basically stands for your systematic and scientific approach.
Okay.
So the systematic, because it's laid out in 4 phases very nicely, very easy to understand, which you cover in your discovery session in great detail. You talk about basically alkalizing the body in the beginning by going to the vegan diet. You talk about detoxifying the body by taking the green smoothies. You have the 25% diet formula, which is keeping the everything balanced. You have yogas that you teach us in the program to improve your pancreas. You basically have intermittent fasting. You have the FFD innovation of SNS. All these are scientifically proven ways in which how you can control your weight, at the same time control your sugars. Okay. So that systematic and scientific approach that you bring, that you basically teach us in the program, I think that resonates with everybody, and whoever will do this, for me, and this is the phase 1 of the program, I lost almost 15 kgs in the phase 1 itself, in the first 3 months itself.
Very nice.
So that scientific and systematic approach, I think it's working wonders for many. The second is the H part, which I call it as the holistic care. Okay. Your program name is also basically holistic, and that's because you just don't focus on diet alone. There are other parameters which goes along with it, which is your emotional part, which is the exercise part. So that is getting covered. As soon as you are done with your phase 1, you push us towards exercises where you start with easy muscle activation part, because if you have not done exercise for this long number of years, we are not going to hit the gym. Even if we do, we are going to sit home after 1 week. So you start with muscle activation, which basically gets your body going, and you introduce the inner transformation part, which I think is a game changer. Again, it's a great thing to really follow and do it. The benefits are just amazing, because we might have our own ways of how to deal with stress. You have your Einstein method that you teach us. You basically take us through the GSA sandwich process. You tell us to do the vision boards. Again, these are the tools and ways which are taught to us and which we can deploy to our advantage. So that holistic angle in how to make sure that you are conquering this disease, not just by doing diet and then dropping it and again going back to the old ways. No, you put in our head what are the right ways of doing it, and there will be temptations, there will be challenges in life, but how you can have a stronger mindset using these tools that I just mentioned, GSA sandwich and vision board and everything, the Einstein method. How can you de-stress yourself and really follow the program without getting off board. So that is the H part, and the E part is, I will say, the everlasting effect. The reason I call it everlasting is because I was just now 2 months away from completing my program.
Correct.
At this point, I am absolutely not at all worried that when the program is going to get over, I'm going to go to my old ways of living. That's not happening, because the education that FFD has provided to me, I know, as I said, I know my body now in 3 angles. I know physically, mentally, and medically. I know what works for my body through this process of 10 months that has happened so far, and still 2 months are going to have remaining. So that everlasting education is going to stay with me. And on top of that, FFD is not one who basically says, okay, aapka 1 saal ho gaya, tata bye bye. You basically don't leave us at all. And I've seen that from so many past participants. You go after them every year for GTT. There are participants maybe 5, 10, 15 years earlier who might have joined you. They are no longer with you, but you are with them, and you are basically constantly connected with them. So that everlasting FFD support is there. You have Legends group where you have all past participants, doing some amazing things.
The master legend doing master work.
Amazing things which they post on a daily basis. 100 kilometers of cycling and 108 Surya Namaskars and 216 Surya Namaskars and gymming. They put their stories day in, day out. And if you're part of that group, you are reading those messages day in, day out, whether with the program or not with the program. You are going to get motivated. You cannot escape it. And now the new thing that you started from this year, all the clubs are reactivated. So across all major cities of India and even outside India, you have FFD clubs available. So this FFD guys, stay connected. That is our way of, even if you are off the program, that's our way of staying connected with the FFD way of living. And then there are weekly activities which are planned. So it basically keep us true to the athletic identity that we have identified. If I am a tracker, with that group, I will be going for trekking every Sunday. So that is going to keep me active. So if I am active, I am mindful about what I am eating, I am practicing the mind techniques that you have taught us. I think we are always going to stay connected with the FFD way of living. Yes. And if we do that, then there is no way diabetes is coming near us.
Yes, once an FFDian,
always an FFDian. Love that, sir. Love that.
So nice. Great, yeah. It's been amazing, Urmil, to have this interaction. And I think your energy is infectious.
Thank you, sir.
Not only in PCMC, but on the legends, and through this video to so many more people. May many more get inspired for moving from 104 to 74. Triple digit to double digit. Aaye. देखे क्या होता है.
What about your waist? How much did the waist reduce?
20 centimeters. I used to be around 114 centimeter. Now I'm 93, 94. So
that's
again,
also double digit.
So double XL to medium. So
I know.
I think 24 teeth smile has also gone to full.
There was one other interesting thing I learned in the retreat when I had come after the Muktotsav. One of the doctors, I'm so sorry, I don't remember his name, but he said that there are so many trillion cells in our body, and those cells, basically the lifespan is not that much. So if I'm 48 years old, doesn't mean that my body cells are also 48 years old.
No, they're not. 70 trillion cells, correct.
Right. So they regenerate every couple of months or at the max within a year. So I guess that's what worked for me. So when I did my phase 1, the first 3 months, which I followed to the T, did everything that FFD told me, I think all my new cells got generated, which got an opportunity to get generated in a much healthy environment.
Correct.
And that basically, had a domino effect on everything else also falling in place. So I would especially to the IT guys like me, who basically, are always in a stressful environment, and for that matter, any other job also which has a high stress environment. It's just a matter of 3 months.
Correct.
Just a matter of 3 months. If you adopt something like FFD or any other program that might be available, you just do for 3 months seriously. That's all you need to do. Your body cells are going to regenerate. They are going to be much healthier, and then the trajectory that you are going to take towards improving your health is going to be at a different level.
Yeah.
So
There's a little trick in that. 3 months blood rejuvenates. Liver, pancreas, first cut is 5 to 6 months. Second cut is around 1 year. But the real test of time is 2 years.
okay.
Because if you remain at 74, or whoever has lost weight or cleared GTT, if they are there for 2
It
years,
becomes a set point.
as Malhar is saying, that becomes a new set point. That you will be there for a long time, unless and until you.
And to me,
Go off
lifestyle is a
track.
2 to 5 year thing. I think
Yeah.
all of us who, people think it was magic that we remain like this. It's 5-year blocks that have been, insane levels of dedication. It's like wealth creation. You put your head down for some period of time, you will bank a lot of money, and then you may not earn for some time, but you have the bank. But people tend to think health is a 3-month investment. But it has to be 2 to 3 years of, build and then.
But breaking that inertia, I think so that
it's
first 3 months.
initial.
First
Yeah.
3
It's
months
the
are
first 3 months
magical.
but you should always come back in a 3-month phase. We always tell people, don't aim for every 3 months. You will go back, come back. But slowly, Urmil, we have to end, but regretfully. I mean, the guys are waving and waving. But after
Thank
some
you so
time,
much. Thank you so much for having me. Really a pleasure.
Pleasure.
I think we'll have to have a part 2 with Urmil. He's got so much more to share.
Absolutely.
Maybe
I
we
love
should take some of the group sessions. Take some pressure off us, I think.
We'll do wonders with PCMC also.
We have to close the interview with your world famous Urmil Dabang Dialogue. Urmil, one more time, please.
All the warning for new FFDians and planning to join FFD. अपना wardrobe देख लो लास्ट बार तो कई FFD वाले उसमें इतना छेद करेंगे कि आप कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे कि भाई इसमें से पहने क्या और खरीदे क्या आगे.
Thank you.